Hi everyone, welcome back. We are going to now diagram some of the sentences in the examples at the end of the chapter. So we are at the end of the intro, page 31. Okay, and it tells us that when we analyze compound elements, we need to make angle brackets or wings on both sides of our conjunction. And they give us an example, beasts, and with wings, birds. There are only a couple of small differences in what you say as you mark a sentence with a compound element from what you say when you mark a sentence without such an element. Can you figure out how the following script for a sentence with a compound subject is different from the script you're used to? Okay, so let's do this first. I will write the sentence on the board. Follow along with me in your book. Beasts and birds first came forward. Okay, so first what we do is read the sentence out loud. Do it with me. I know you're excited about it. Beasts and birds first came forward. Now, let's see. I'll say, are there any conjunctions? And you won't say yes, sir, like the book says. You'll say yes, ma'am. And we will put angle brackets around our conjunction. And. We can call those wings. It's like it's flying. And then we do our chant, right, Ellie? The order of analysis is phrases, clauses, principal elements, modifiers. Are there any prepositional phrases? The answer is no. Okay, since there aren't any, we'll continue. And we'll read the sentence aloud again. Beasts and birds first came forward. And what do we say? We say, all together, this is a sentence, and it is declarative. Yay, all right. So this sentence is about what? It's about beasts and birds. So we will underline our subjects. We will mark them both with an S, because they're the subjects. Let's see. The sentence tells us what about beasts and birds? What did they do? Beasts and birds came. Very good. This is our verb. Is it an action verb? Yes, it is. So we will call it our predicate verb. Okay. So let's mark all of the words that are not marked so far in the sentence. We have our conjunction marked, we have our subjects, we have our verb. Forward is not marked. What does forward modify? It marks came. Where? Forward. So if it's modifying a verb, it is an adverb. We'll work our way forward. First. What does first modify? Again, came. So it is an adverb. Now when we diagram a sentence with a compound anything, we will use what they call in this book a spaceship. Okay? That's a fun word for it. Okay. So we'll make our spaceship, since we have a compound subject, the subject usually goes on this side, right? Predicate goes on this side. So we'll have to make our spaceship over on the left-hand side, and it will face this way. All right. So there's our spaceship. We'll put the first subject here. Let's list it. Beasts. The second subject goes below on the bottom of the spacecraft, birds. And we'll make a dotted line connecting the two brackets. On the dotted line, we will write our conjunction that joins these two. And Okay, since that's the only compound element in this sentence, we can just keep going on as normal when we diagram. We will put our verb right here. Beasts and birds came. And then after that, we have two modifiers for came. We have adverbs, first and forward. So there is our diagram for a compound subject. Very good. Let's move on to compound verbs. Compound verbs have one difference from compound subjects, and that's the way that the spaceship or the bracket for the compound marker faces in the diagram. Let's look at this sentence. Pau Ama rolled two eyes and waved two legs in the air. Let's write that on the board. I'm going to have to put this down here. All right. First thing we do when we analyze is always read it out loud together. So let's do that. Read it with me. Pau Ama rolled two eyes and waved two legs in the air. Are there any conjunctions? Yes, you're right. There is a conjunction right here. It's and. We will make wings around our and to show that it's joining the two things that are on each side of it. So the order of analysis is phrases, clauses, principal elements, modifiers. Do we have any prepositional phrases? Please don't say yes, sir, but yes, ma'am, or yes. Where are our prepositional phrases? Right, we have in the air. I'm pretending like you're telling me, okay? Because I think you are. So what is our preposition? It's in. What is our object of the preposition? Air. We'll mark that OP. What is the? Yes, it is the adjective that modifies what? Air. Okay, after we have we marked all of our prepositional phrases? Yes, we have. Now we are ready to go on and read our sentence again and go on to principal elements. Pau Ama rolled two eyes and waved two legs in the air. Now what do we say? We say, this is a sentence and it is declarative. What is this sentence about? It's about Pau Ama. We'll underline that and write S for subject. What does Pau Ama do? He does two things. He rolled and he waved. All right, so these are both verbs. Are they both action verbs? Yes, so they are predicate verbs. Okay, what did Pau Ama roll? He rolled eyes. So here we have transitive verb with a direct object. Pau Ama waved. Did he wave something? Yes, he waved two legs. There we have another direct object for our second verb. All right, now we're ready to look at all the other words in the sentence and to link our prepositional phrase. So let's start at the end. Two, that modifies legs. So it is an adjective. And two modifies eyes, and it is an adjective. Now what about our prepositional phrase. What does it modify? Does it modify legs in the air? Or does it tell where he waved? Yes, it tells where he waved. So this prepositional phrase modifies waved, which means it is an adverbial prepositional phrase since it's modifying a verb. All right, when we diagram a sentence with two verbs, we make our spaceship facing the other direction. So here we'll have our subject, Pau'ama. Our line, Mr. Line. Then we need our spaceship over here to separate our two verbs, which are rolled and waved. We always need to mark how these two are linked together. Our linking word is and. So we write our conjunction right there. Now, do we have modifiers for these verbs? Yes, we do. So we need to add those as well. Rolled. What is linked to, you know what I forgot? I forgot to write the direct objects. So just like in a normal sentence, we need to add that straight up and down line to show that it is transitive and it's rolling something. It's rolling eyes. It's waving legs. There we go. That's better. Now, do we have any modifiers for any of these words that we've diagrammed in our main sentence? Yes, we do. Two eyes. And waved two legs. And also, we have a modifier for waved, in the air. So let's remember how to add our prepositional phrase. Preposition goes on the top part of the arm. Object of the preposition goes on the bottom part. So in, air, and don't forget to add the modifier for air. Whew, that was a long one. Okay. Now, the rest of the book, or the rest of the chapter, shows some other compound elements and how to diagram those. I want you to take a look at those. It's very similar to the way that we've diagrammed all this other stuff. Subjects, we have a spaceship over here. Verbs, we have a spaceship over here. Basically anything over on the right-hand side of our divider line is going to be spaceship facing that way, okay? So take a look at those and see what they do for direct objects, for predicate nominatives, for compound predicate adjectives, and for, object of the preposition for adverbial phrases, adjectival phrases, compound adverbs, and compound adjectives. Ooh, how exciting. I can't wait to diagram some of these with you in part A, and we will do that tomorrow. So bye, see you then.
Bye-bye.